Student Trustee Soror.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you, thank you to staff for the presentation and for the information about the plans to implement the normal semester model for the second half of this school year. Indeed, the news update posted on November 23rd on the WRDSB site caught me, along with many other students and teachers, a bit by surprise. And since then, I have had the chance to communicate with several hundred students through face-to-face communication, direct messaging, and polling. While the feedback was almost split in half between those excited and those anxious about the switch, and while I recognize the longing of a lot of students to return to some kind of normality, and I commend the board for their efforts in this direction, a few specific concerns were commonly iterated amongst those who feel uneasy about the change. And mainly those concerns were about possible workload increase due to the condensed schedule, disruption of having to switch right in the middle of the school year after having gotten into a familiar routine, teachers possibly having already structured their classes per the current model, then needing to restructure on a relatively short notice, and that this change might not be manageable with the current 40-minute break. So to help clarify things for the student body, could you please elaborate on how the board will be taking such concerns into account as a part of its plan to reinstate the regular semester schedule?
Okay. Superintendent DeBoer.
Thank you. Through the chair to Student Trustee Soror, thank you for your question and for the feedback you provided about how students are feeling since that announcement about a regular return to a regular semester model. I really appreciate that. At this point, I will say that since the announcement by the Ministry of Education to allow school boards to return to a regular semester for a second semester, several working groups have been established in all parts of our organization to consider the many parts, and you named a number of them, required for this change back to our pre-pandemic semester model. And while I don't have an update on specifics on that to share tonight because they are all in progress, we commit to updating trustees on that work in the coming weeks and months prior to semester 2, which begins in February.